Welcome to this week's episode of S.S.I. I'm doing a lot of subbing this week, and this was supposed to be a show about our Veterans Memorial and the museum. And what's going to happen is that'll air over the next 2 weeks. We lost one of our World War II vets, and we just found out about this. We lost him on Sunday, the 18th of March, and it's a good friend of Jenny's, and you know that Jenny works close with the vets, and she does a lot with going to the clinic and working at the clinic, so this makes it kind of hard for her to talk about these people. But on the 18th of March, we lost Fred the Clown Schmitt, and was a close friend with Jenny. He was close friends with Brett and Sid Harriman, who've both been on the show. Over the past couple of weeks, Jenny and Brett and Sid had tried to find where Fred was, and we found out just today, the day that I'm filming, that Fred did die, so we wanted to put together a special tribute to Fred. Fred was a unique character. He's one of the treasures that we are losing. He was a World War II vet. He served in Normandy. He was wounded in Holland. He served in the Battle of the Bulge. He was part of the 101st Airborne Division. He was very much a Christian man. The circus was a big part of his life, as was his military record. Getting to know Fred, and he had a spirit that was incredible, but he's died. We're going to go to break, but when we come back from break, the whole rest of this show is dedicated to Fred Schmitt. We're going to talk about a little bit about his military career. We're going to have some interviews that he and Jenny have done over the past years that they've known each other, so I hope you enjoy this show. Most of all, we talk a lot about the veterans. We talk a lot about how important the veterans are. I hope those of you who got to know him will remember him. And when you meet these veterans, they're a very, very precious commodity to us. Enjoy the show.
Hi folks, welcome back to the S.S.I. show. With me right now I have Frederick, and he's here to tell us a little bit of history and tell us a little bit about himself here at Honeysuckle Park. Fred, welcome.
Hello.
I'm going to give that to you, and I want you to talk into it and look at that camera.
Want me to talk to this thing? You talk to this thing, and you look at the camera. That's what you do?
Exactly.
All right. Are we on?
We're on.
We're on.
Okay.
Where are we at?
Right over
We're at Pahrump, Nevada.
Honeysuckle Park.
At Honeysuckle Park.
On
and
Veterans Day.
What?
On Veterans Day.
Oh, this is Veterans Day. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Why didn't somebody tell me?
Okay, Veterans Day.
Yes.
And where have you been in your career in the service? Can you tell us?
We got to go through all that baloney.
Well, you're just, how about if you explain to our audience about your hat? You were telling me about your hat.
Okay, a little bit.
Okay. You want to take it off and you can?
I don't know.
Yeah,
what the heck?
Okay.
All right, wait a minute.
Okay.
Down here is wings. It's something that a paratrooper was always trying to get. When you made 5 jumps, from the airplanes, that's when you got your wings. Not until then. And then, after that, you go into more training. And we were called the Screaming Eagles. And we were known also in Bastogne as the Battling Bastards of Bastogne. But before that, we went to England, and we did more training there. We had a colonel called Colonel Johnson. He was a great guy. Later on, he got killed in the service, fighting. He got killed in Holland. But anyway, then we went across the ocean, the English Canal, and on D-Day, June the 6th, 1944, we jumped into France. Now, you talk about fireworks on the 4th of July here. When we hit the coast of France, you never imagine how much fireworks there was there coming up at us. One of our airplanes in my company got shot down, and that was all of them. But the green light went on all the airplanes. It wasn't supposed to, but the green light went on, and we all jumped all over Normandy, there near Becco. And one man, you could see it in the movie, it actually happened. He landed on the steeple on a church. And today, if you go there, you're still going to see a mock deal there with a parachute and a dummy in it. But this man lived. All right, then that was D-Day. I jumped at 1:05 in the morning. I was very fortunate not to get hit. And I finally crawled to some of our men. We took all of our objectives that we were supposed to get, like a bridge and a road and a house we had to get. We got it all. Then later on after that, and I could say I got wounded once there. It was nothing big. But anyway, I got a Purple Heart for it.
Fred, how many hearts do you have, Kurt?
I have 3.
You have 3 hearts.
But I should have more because I got my helmet shot off once.
Oh, you're still here.
I could tell a lot of stories.
Yeah, and what else do you have, Kurt, on your hat here?
We got here. We got battle stars,
okay,
and very important. Mm-hmm. And this is a Purple Heart. Okay. And then I can't seem to find it, but I got the Bronze Star. The Bronze Star is the 3rd highest medal you can get in the service. You got the Congressional Medal of Honor, the Silver Star, and then the Bronze Star. And, well, anyway, I got them. We went to Holland. We jumped on September on a Sunday day. A Sunday, yeah, the sun was shining too. There was not much. The Germans didn't catch us right there. There was only one tank in the town, and we blew it up and got it quick. But later on, we got real fights there. And then I'll cut some of this down. On a Sunday morning, my buddy Mac and I, we were sitting on our foxhole with our feet dangling, and it was quiet. It was nice. The birds were singing. It was beautiful. All of a sudden, here comes the shells over. Once you hear them, it's too late. They hit the top of the trees, and this shrapnel went everywhere. Then is when I got hit good in the arm, right here. My buddy got hit in the back, and it came out of his stomach. He fell in the hole. I yelled medic. A medic came running, and he jumped in the hole. I said, take care of Mac. He jumped in the hole. He says, no point in this. Let me fix you, Fred. I didn't even know I was hit then. It didn't even hurt right then. There was a lot of my buddies right that day got killed. One was Al, one was Mac, one was Herman. I could name them all. But then I went back to a hospital, and later on, we went to a place called Bastogne, and my buddy Brent could tell you all about that. He's been there. But anyway, we went there, and there was the biggest battle we had. The Germans had us surrounded, and I say Merry Christmas every day to people, because at Christmas time, the sun finally came through, and they dropped us ammunition, food, and everything we need, medical supplies, everything. The Germans got part of it, and we got part of it. And then Patton was a great general. He didn't agree all the time with Eisenhower, but you got to remember this. Eisenhower was a great general too, and he had a wonderful lady that drove his Jeep. And I'll tell you what, there's more to that story than a lot of people know about.
Okay.
But Patton drove through to us, and then we really got in some fights. I mean, when I say fight, I'm talking about the Germans on one side of the road and we're on the other. They could see us and we could see them because there was snow there all over the place. And we were trees, beautiful trees. But I could see this one German, and he saw me. He shot and I shot, and he blew my helmet off. And actually, the liner inside of it saved my life because the bullet hit the liner and sheared all the way across the helmet. We were in battles so close besides that my overcoat got full of holes, and you wouldn't believe it. Well, one night, this one German, I think it was the same one that was shooting at me, he got wounded 3 times. I didn't know that, but he kept yelling at night, "Do you know John Wayne? Do you know Betty Davis and all that?" And we said, "Yeah, shut up. If you don't shut up, we're going to kill you." We threw hand grenades over there. We didn't get him. But anyway, the next morning, he's yelling again, and he's alive. Well, listen to me. Some people will disagree with me, but he was a man, and he was doing what his country said do, just like we were. And he was out to kill me, and I was out to kill him. Now he's not my enemy.
Right.
He bleeds blood just like I do. So I said, I'm going to go get him. And the guy said, "You can't." And I said, "I'm going anyway." I went over there. He was, like I said, was wounded 3 times bad. I got him by a leg and by the arm, and I dragged him over to our side. By that time, we was getting ready to move out, and I yelled for a medic. And I told the medic, "Fix this man." He said, "He's a German." I said, "I don't give a damn what he is. He's a man. Save his life." I don't know whether, I know he got taken out to an aid station. I hope he lived, because he needed to live too to tell the story like I can. You see, we in the United States are very fortunate. You know why God blesses us? Because we help other countries that need help, just like we're doing right now. We got people that's fighting. Where they at, hon? Where's your son?
My son's in Iraq.
Right. You see, we got to remember our veterans, not only us that got back, but those that are fighting right now. That's what is important. And don't forget it. Because if you do, you're letting our men down.
That's right.
We're in a war.
That's right.
And I want to tell you now, I'll cut it out. I want to tell you, God bless you. Merry Christmas. And Old Nut. Old Nuts come from Bastogne. We had a general called McGuff. And the Germans wanted to surrender. They sent a note to him. He says, "What do I write?" And the other guys with him, this was at Christmas time, the other guys with him said, "Write what you said." He said, "What did I say?" "You said nut." So he wrote it on a piece of paper, and they took it back to the Germans, to the other side. It's been wonderful to find out what the Germans did with that. But we never surrendered.
That's right. Never will.
We were very fortunate, but a lot of guys got killed, lost their legs. I didn't lose my leg in the war. A lot of guys lost their legs, they froze. A lot of guys got killed, but fortunate God let some of us live. And we got back now to tell you about it. So have a good day. We are today. Thank you.
Uh-oh. Here, I'll get it. Well, thank you, Fred. And it's my pleasure
My,
Yeah.
Thank
Bless
you.
you.
Lord bless you.
God is.